Okay, women don't care about your muscle, dude. Like, and I've had to explain this to a lot of guys, especially guys who be trying to get in shape, and they're always telling me, "Oh, bro, like, I want to get in shape to get the girls." I'm like, dude, you're not like you're not gonna get any more women than you already do have with if you get muscle or like women don't care about your biceps, bro. Like, dude, like they don't care about your six pack, your abs, biceps, chest. I've got all that. I've got six pack, damn near eight pack. It's like no woman has ever cared about my abs. I've never brought it up, and I don't plan on it. It's just cringy and it's weird. Like, dudes be like, "Oh, it was only dudes complimenting me on my abs and my biceps." What do you like? What do you expect women to walk up to you and be like, "Oh, you have a nice body"? Like, yeah, like 30-year-olds and 40-year-olds are gonna do that. It's like they do that all the time because they're just old women. But like, dude, you're not gonna get complimented like that. Like, it's just weird. Like, if a girl did come up to me and say that, I'd be weirded out. Like, what is this chick on? And whether you guys like it, want to believe it or not, like, I don't care what you look like or who you are. Like, you're gonna have, like, if you want women, you're gonna have to approach women. Like, they're not just gonna come up to you and like, you know, unless you're like Leonardo DiCaprio, Ryan Gosling or something. Like, you're not like, chicks just aren't gonna be walking up to you like that. And it's like, and usually the way I see it, like, it's just like, dude, it's not really like the woman's job to do that either. Like, you gotta man up and go out there and do that. Like, go out there and actually spit game. Like, it has nothing. Like, you think you're just gonna get your bicep. I mean, like, get your biceps up, and chicks just gonna flood in. Like, girls don't care about your bench press max. None of that. Like, if that were the case, like, Drake and all these other famous people, they would all be rich as fuck. I mean, they'd all be ripped as fuck or getting muscle implants and shit, which they're not doing because, like, in reality, girls don't care about like your body like that. Like, it's not really about that. Like, why doesn't Drewski go get fat surgery and put fake abs in if that was the case? No, it doesn't matter. Drewski can have almost any. I mean, not saying he can have anyone he wants, but like, damn near. Like, you just gotta go out and spit some game and like have some swagger. Like, it's not about like, dude, your looks. If you think you can depend on just like the way you look or something to like get a girl, then you're just like delusional. And y'all didn't never talk to the OGs. Like, you can have all the muscle in the world. If you don't actually go out and like, you know, talk to a shorty, then you're not gonna get a girl. Like, it's just like, just girls, like, they're not gonna be like that. Now, maybe some desperate shorty on Instagram will hit you up or something, but like, still, that's probably not gonna go nowhere. And like, stop complaining. Like, don't expect whatever you guys are expecting. Just get that out of your mind. When you do get in shape, these hoes don't care. These hoes don't care like about your bench press max or how much you can squat. Like, when I'm on a date with a girl, I'm not sitting around talking about, oh, I can bench press 345 pounds. Like, what is that? Like, or I can squat like 510 pounds. I'm like, that's my squat max. Like, she doesn't care about that. Like, she's gonna be like, okay, like, what? She doesn't care about none of your lifts, how often you go to the gym, like, none of that. Just keep that out. Like, it's like, the way I do it, I make it seem like this shit is effortless, which it is for me. It's effortless for me. Like, I don't have to try really with this lifting stuff. Like, and that's how I like to come off as. Like, it's effortless. Like, I just wake up like this. And this is nothing new. I don't have to grind for this. Nothing. This is how I am. When I come out the room, my mom fed me some grits, and then now I'm just no, I'm swole. That's how I see it. Like, and that's how I, like, when I'm with a girl, I'm like, all right, yeah, it's like, it's no big deal. Like, I'm not gonna sit around talking about it. Sit around talking about myself. Like why? Don't sit around talking about yourself. Like, you need to get her to talk about herself. Girls love talking about themselves. Like, get her talking about herself, and you're gonna get somewhere. Don't sit around talking about your muscle or like you sound like a douchebag. like you're sitting around like, oh, I'm swole, I'm shredded. Like, dude, like, nobody cares. Like, she doesn't care, and your homeboys will probably care, your gym bros probably care, but I guarantee she does not care. No woman cares. Maybe your mom cares, maybe not, I don't know. Your grandma might care. But the girl, like, you want to hit on, whatever, she's not interested in your six-pack, like, trust me, or your legs. Like, dude, like, and this is coming from, like, dude, I'm actually in shape to better, more than, like, I'd say 99% of men, and trust me, is not, that shit does not matter. Like, if you're a lame, you're a lame. Like, and here's another thing: if you were ugly before you got muscle, like, you're gonna be ugly after you get muscle. You're just gonna be a buff, ugly dude. Like, you're gonna be ugly and buff. And so, really, like, I've heard guys say you're just a scarier, ugly person. Like, if you were ugly when you weren't buff, when you were skinny or fat, and then you got in shape and you got, like, muscle, you got a six-pack, you're just gonna be a buff, ugly person. Like, you're gonna be more scary. Like, and don't think that think otherwise. Like, don't think that, like, it's gonna somehow improve you. Like, it can make you look better, but you're just gonna be a scarier, ugly person, and you act the same way. You don't have any, like, you know, like, you're not very talkative. Like, you're not easy to communicate with. Like, people are just gonna see you even worse the way than before. Like, it's like they're not gonna see you as whatever you think, like some transformed person. Like, and the reality of it is, like, no one cares. Like, you can get as big as you want, and if muscle made you look, like, so great, then bodybuilders would be like the sex symbol of everything. But they're not. Like, women don't, like, look at bodybuilders as like, oh, like, he's the sexiest man alive. Now they're looking at guys like Ryan Gosling, like Leonardo DiCaprio, Idris Elba. Those guys aren't, like, swole out of their mind. They're in shape. They're in shape, but they're just good looking dudes. Like, they got swagger. They're, like, classy. Like, Ryan Gosling walk up to a woman and, you know, ask her if he can buy her a drink or something. She's gonna let him buy him that drink. Now, he's got sauce. He's got swagger. Like, he's a good looking dude. No. Now, like, Rich Piana walks up to some girl, like, dude, I don't know if you know who that is, but he was that crazy ass, big ass bodybuilder. Rich Piana walks up to some chick. He's like, hey, let me get you a drink. Like, I've got 22-inch biceps. Like, he's got his tank top on, his wife beater, and it's like, and she's just like, first of all, she's probably scared out of her mind, and like he looks like he's obsessed with himself. He's self-loathed. I mean, he's self-absorbed. Like he's like the type of dude, like, if she walked out with her hair done in a dress, and then she's like, how do I look? And he's like, I don't know, my biceps are looking good today. Like, like, what? Like, bro, like, this is the type of shit these dudes be on. Like, it's like, and there's another thing I want to say, is that just because you got muscle doesn't mean you can fight, or you're some badass. So I'm gonna make another video about that right after this, because that needs to be addressed. But yeah, like, I'm just like, dude, like really, like, get your swagger up, get your mouthpiece up. Like, aside from all like the physical stuff, you got to be able to talk. Like, I'm really good at talking. That's why I can make these videos. Like, I can just talk to anybody. Like, you got to have a mouthpiece. Like, the same amount of girls, like, I've always been able to, like, girls has always talked to me, not because of this, how I looked. Like, it's just because, like, I was, like, a cool dude, not, you know, because I'm in shape. Like, half the time they can't even, like, I'm a natural lifter, so, like, when I've got clothing on, you can't even tell. Like, I'm just, like, I just look like a normal dude. So it's like, you're not always gonna be walking around with your shirt off or in a tank top flexing, or you're probably not gonna have a pump. Like me, like, I'm always, like, pumped up. This is how I look, because, like, it's genetics. But, like, a lot of you guys aren't gonna be like this, so you're not always gonna have a pump going. So you're gonna have to use others. So you're gonna have some style, some swagger, have a mouthpiece, be cool, like, you know, actually go out and talk to girls, not sit around like some self-obsessed weirdo thinking girls just gonna walk up to you and like you're some god. Like, you guys gotta get this weird god complex shit out of your head. Like you're not that guy. Like, you're not all that. Like, you've actually got to go up and, like, be like, hey, what's up? Like, ask her, like, shoot your shot. Like, don't, you're sitting around like a weird dude thinking you're like some, like, who do you think you are? Like, I mean, I could go into more detail on this, but, like, really that sums it up. Like, and stop believing that, and rewatch the video if you need to, because that really need to be addressed. Like, a lot of dudes, like, I feel like they're having problems with that. Like, on some real shit.